So for today, we're testing the Far Cry collection on the Steam Deck. First game will be Far Cry 1, and we're playing the game at the max settings at 800p. Going into the settings, options, here we are with that. Again, at 800p, and advanced graphics, it's at a very high preset. Okay, let's jump into it. So this game is very old and has no control support, as expected. So we're using the right touchpad as the mouse, and everything else is emulating a keyboard. So it's kind of hard to get used to it, but after a while you'll learn it and it'll be easy. But shooting and all that is very straightforward. So the left trigger, zoom in, and the right trigger is shoot. The aiming can be a bit weird with the right touchpad, but you can get used to it. A lot of enemies on this area though. Boom! The shooting is super satisfying in this. I think I will go back and play the full game. No aim assist, so my aim is very rough on the right touchpad. But I'm trying my best. Boom, baby! Run! I think I'm dead here. I'm going inside, and I'm dead. Far Cry 2 is our second game, and we're playing the game at 800p at the very high settings as well. Coming down to options, display, here we are with that. This one came out in 2008, again has no control support, but it does have aim assist, which is nice. Now one issue with this game is that in this, I guess, first section of the game, you will spawn into this room and the game will bug out. You can't use any of the controls, you can't move, you're stuck. And the way I fixed that was I used the 30 FPS cap. So although you can get above 60 in this, at the very high settings, it's best to use a 30 FPS cap in some areas to actually get past the section. This game was my first Far Cry game that I played. Super fun. Absolutely loved it. But I never finished it. I was just exploring, shooting things, having a good time.
Car, you look like you're gonna drop that any second. Guard!
The voice acting is so bad in this one. It is so bad. We gotta fix the car. Press 5 to use the map. I don't know what 5 is. There we go. It's select. And R to scale your map. I don't know what that is again. There we go. That's X. So yeah, the controls are very annoying, just like Far Cry 1. But after a while, you will learn them and get used to it. There we go. The car's getting fixed. If only it was that easy. 5 is select, I think. Is 5 select? It is. There we go. Love the GPS system, the map. It's all super fun. Okay, we're gonna go down here. And left on this road here. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna park the car here. Let's get out. We do get aim assist, which is nice. You're done. And we can use gyro controls as well, but for me, I'll stick with the aim assist. You're done too. And the safe house is ours. Look at that. The third game in the series is Far Cry 3, and we're playing the game at 100p at a mix of medium and high settings. And here we are with that. There we go. This game is an absolute classic. Insane gameplay, fun story. I mean, it's got it all pretty much, except for co-op. The co-op mode sucks, but the solo experience is fantastic and super fun. And yeah, on the Steam Deck, it's playing just fine at above 60 FPS. On average, it's sitting in the 70s and 80s, but again, in those heavier scenes, it can fall down. And this one has official controller support, which is nice. So, as you can see on the UI, it says hold X to interact, like it is on any controller game you would find on consoles. So yeah, I think this one is the one to get for the Steam Deck, since the other two have issues with the controls. Headshot and headshot. The graphics aren't as good as Far Cry 5, but on the small screen of the Steam Deck, they look amazing still. The fourth game on the list isn't Far Cry 4, but it's Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. And for the settings, you're playing the game at 800p at a mix of medium and high settings. Here we go with that. This is awesome. For our FPS, we're sitting in the 70s. It's the low 70s up into the high 70s. It's a pretty action-packed scene as well. A lot of explosions. There we go. On the ground, even better in the 120s and the 130s. Take down. What was that sound? Triple. The blue blood. You gotta love it. Got a gun. There we go. Finally. So yeah, the game is playing just fine. As expected. It's a reskin of Far Cry 3. And yeah, let's move on to our next game, which is Far Cry 4. Our next game is Far Cry 4, and we're playing the game at 800p at a mix of low, medium, and high settings. Alright. Hit me up with that. There we go. Running into the game at 60 FPS, but this can fall down easily into the mid to high 40s and the low 50s. This is mainly in the city areas, or I guess the hubs, where there's a lot of buildings, NPCs, and all that. And once you leave the area though, the FPS will go back up to 60 very quickly. Wow, the driving sucks. You drive with the left stick. That is not it, guys. Like normally it's left trigger for you to accelerate and the right trigger to brake. But in this one, it's the left stick, which makes it harder to do sharp turns. But yeah, anyway, the game does play at 60 FPS just fine. I do get a couple stutters here and there, so keep that in mind. But all around, it plays as expected on the Steam Deck. Next on the list is Far Cry Primal. I've been playing the game at a mix of medium and high settings at 800p. This game, as well as Far Cry New Dawn, I never played. I skipped them. I bought them for this video pretty much. So I'm wondering how many of you actually like this game, because it's kind of out there, it's in the past, not like any other Far Cry game, but it does look interesting. And we're finally in the game, with our spear in hand, sitting in the mid 50s as well as the low 50s. Hold this. Boom. Oh, I'm all out of spears. That was a mistake. This game does look fantastic though, I will say. It looks amazing. Boom, baby. Oh, I missed my spear. Can I have it back, please? Thank you. Damn, I kind of feel bad. Hey, give my spear back. Give my spear back. Oh, I just got two. Okay, cool. I got two more out of nowhere. All that. Our 7th game on the list is Far Cry 5. And again, we're playing the game at a mix of medium and low settings. There we go. Yeah, Far Cry 5 is a fantastic game. It's on par with Far Cry 3 for me. It's very close to it. It's got a massive world, looks fantastic. I like the gunplay, the story is fun. It's all around a good game. And co-op as well. Actually has proper co-op. And the co-op mode does work on the Steam Deck as well, which is nice. But yeah, in-game we're sitting in the 40s up to the 50s. But it can fall down into the 30s as well in those heavier scenes. So keep that in mind. I think ideally for the Steam Deck, I would use a 40 FPS cap. And yeah, the game should be stable, smooth, and all around a good time as well. Hey, buddy. I missed. Oh, I got him. Let's go. And up next, it's Far Cry New Dawn. And we're playing the game at a mix of low, medium, and high settings. For our performance, it's similar to Far Cry 5. We're sitting in the 40s and the 50s. Shanked. Oh my god. What was that? In the eye. They can't hear me running behind them? I guess not. Shank. This game doesn't mess about. Another one. Boom. Oh. Smash this open. Look at this armory over here, dude. Multiple guns, all for me. The health bars, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. So I'm guessing you gotta upgrade your guns, do more damage to kill the enemies faster. Which again, I'm not a huge fan of, but some will like it. And for our last game, we're playing Far Cry 6. And we're playing at a mix of low, medium, and high settings. This is the newest game in the franchise, but performance-wise, it does okay. We are sitting in the 40s and 50s, but it can fall down into the 30s if you see fire, for example. Alright, that's the video, guys. That is the Far Cry collection on the Steam Deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, next video. See you guys there.